Good evening, race fans. Welcome to Race 1 at Talledega SuperSpeedway for Lightning Esports Racing League. We have a gonna have a great showdown tonight up in the booth on SpeedZone TV. Sorry for the little delay right there. We had an audio glitch, had a little bit of a loop. We'll be rolling around with 28 drivers tonight at Talledega SuperSpeedway, looking for an action-packed night. Big cars, bunch of cars in the field, a bunch of names that are going to be new to us tonight. I'm going to be one of your hosts, Robert Warrens, with my co-host William Ridgway. And Will, why don't you give a shout out to the fans on SpeedZone?
Hey, what's going on? I'm William Ridgway, as Rob said, and I'll be co-hosting with him and doing a little bit of race control and hopefully providing you guys with some good action tonight here at Lightning Esports.
Heck yeah. We're scheduled tonight for a 50-lap showdown. This race is being sponsored by Butt Kicker for 133 miles. And drivers are coming down the backstretch right now going into turn 3. The pace car is going to get ducked off, and then we're going to start to see some action-packed racing. As we go through the race tonight, we're going to see a bunch of different drivers and their names pop up, and you're going to get to know the drivers as we chug along. Right now, we're on board with Bud Shearer, who took the pole position tonight with a 2:10 lead. So he's going to be a mover and shaker tonight. But for both Will and I, we haven't really seen a lot of these names, and it's going to be quite interesting with the good old carnage at SuperSpeedway. Yeah,
rounding out your top 5, you had Chris Phillips, Stephen Shue, James Wagner, and Chris Luttrell to come to the green here.
Pace cars in.
Green, green, green.
Green, 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 and their drivers are off. Looks like a smooth start for everyone. Nice and clean. Bud's getting a good push from the 85 machine of Stephen Shue. Nice 2x2 racing early on for this 50-lap battle. You got any speculations, Will? Like, when are we going to see that first big one?
Oh, I'm not sure. The 28 cars, I'm sure. I'm hoping they're going to be pretty patient here the first, at least half of the race. The fuel window, I believe, is around 15 to 17 laps. So they'll have to pit minimum 2 times. And if they, if there's no cautions and they want to stretch it out and, save a lot of fuel, they can make it on 2 stops and instead of 3, actually. So we'll see how that goes and see how the cautions fall. And, there may be some strategy going on here, but we'll play that by ear as the cautions come out.
Heating up in 3x3 about middle of the pack, so I'm kind of hoping that the same premonition that you have is that just settling it down and letting guys come to the race and letting the race come to them instead of having tore up race cars. I believe these guys got one fast repair.
Yeah, that's correct.
So it's going to be interesting for the season opener as these guys are all newly racing together, and people are going to want to establish like who's dominant, who's the aggressor. And as we've seen for the first, now second lap, coming to the start in the third, that Bud has maintained the lead as they all run 2x2.
Yeah, Bud has done a good job so far, keeping that lead and keeping control of this race over second place Steven Shu and Chris Phillips there. But everybody seems very content 2x2 so far. Pretty calm, for lap 3.
I mean, looking at the racing order as well, everyone's been pretty much single file. Like as far as like their starting position, I haven't seen too many people move up. It looks like Jeffrey Ledford is actually on the move. Let's see if we can get his number here. If I can find him, number 01. He's sitting a little bit further back in this 01 machine, Foothills.
Yep. And Robert Kahn, last year's winner of this race, he's kind of dropped to the back in the 21 Wood Brothers looking car. I think he may be on one of those possible fuel saving or staying out of trouble strategies, and we'll see how that works for him as the race progresses.
Yeah, he's Kahn's had a long-standing run in this league, as it's transitioned from its former name to its current name of Lightning Esports, and he's been a staple, not only clutching wins but titles as well. So he's going to be one to watch out for the entire season.
Oh yeah, for sure. He definitely knows what he's doing. So we'll see what he does last half of this race, maybe last 10, 15 laps, as the race kind of unfolds.
Moving
still
up
2x2. Yeah, still 2x2 coming down the backstretch. Bud is still hanging on to that lead. Just him and is that Chris Phillips behind him? They're just pushing him and staying in line and not getting greedy quite yet. It's a lot of give and take right now because it's early in the race. But I think as we move on later in the later stages, I think a lot of people are going to start pushing the envelope and not being as patient.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's nice to see patience starting out right now. We're on board right now with Keith Taylor. He was a former series member as well. Clinched a few wins and was definitely a force to be reckoned with. He's definitely going to be one to watch out for the season as well.
Well, it looks like somebody has just dropped to the back. I was trying to see who that was, and I lost who that was.
Number 29?
29, I believe, yeah. It looks like some people are just dropping to the back to kind of preemptively avoid the big one when it does happen.
Is that Rowdy Burns' knockoff right there? We got the 29 of the Exxon.
I can't keep up with all these cars, Rob. I can't keep up with all these cars. But yeah, I've seen a few people drop to the back, since the race has started here and there, and just trying to stay out of the way and not be in that crash when it does happen.
Looks like the top line's having a little bit of a struggle bus maintaining the push as Bud and Steven Shue in the 85 machine are still kind of just, a couple car lengths out.
Yeah, it looks like Chris Phillips and James Wagner, they're on the top line there. They're the first two, and they just can't get the push up there like they should, and they're the way that Shearer and Chris Phillips are going on the bottom there.
Do I got it backwards or you? I thought is Phillips in the 6? Phillips is in the 6.
Is in the 6.
And
yes,
Shue's the 85, right? Well, it's our
Correct.
first. We're dusting it off here, Will. So Oh,
yeah, we're dusting it off. We gotta learn. We gotta learn all these cars.
Yeah, these and look at the top line there. They finally mounted up a push. That 30 machine, James Wagner, giving Phillips a good old bumper.
Yeah, it looks like Chris Phillips. Yeah, he's finally taking the lead on the outside. Looks like they finally got the outside line going there a little bit. They must have heard us talking about him.
Yeah.
So they decided to just prove us wrong there.
Was that the second Foothills car? I thought we were just on a Foothills car. Oh, the 85 is a Foothills car too. So it looks like we have teammates on the top and the bottom side.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Man, we're learning as we go tonight. 42 laps to go, man, on the backstretch. 2x2 still.
Yeah, I'm expecting them to single out as we hit the pit stop. Pit stop should be in the next, I'd say, 5 to 7 laps. And that's when it's going to get interesting and see, it may separate, usually when pit stops happen on a super speedway, a lot of times it breaks into a couple groups, and then it gets kind of funky with the running order there.
3 wide.
Rob, would you take 2 tires here, or would you take 4 tires here, or no tires?
I'm definitely a 2 tire and fuel because these guys are running 50% fuel, and if you take 4 tires, you're going to be out of the draft.
For sure. Right. Looks like they finally went 3 wide here.
Mixing it up, the third line formed all of a sudden just as we're yammering on. Oh, contact!
Yep, contact.
I don't see a yellow. Looks
no
like
yellow yet.
Keith Taylor was involved there, off pace. No caution out. 85 as well, off pace.
Trying to see exactly what was going on there.
It looks like they just bumped. The fans in the stands are wondering too.
Yeah, so it looks like what had happened is the 90 gave the Ledford a wrong bump, or Ledford was kind of moving on the backstretch on the outside there, and the 90 of Dennis Warnes, he got Ledford a little loose there and just turned into Taylor.
And carnage ensued after that. Looks like Con is giving Warnes a good push right there as well, get him back up with the draft. I think what the nice thing to see about that is that a caution didn't come out. They were able to get it sorted out. Unfortunately, we had a couple cars drop off the pace, but they were able to keep it together. They're going 3 wide again. Warnes, he hasn't had enough, has he?
No, his if you change your view, maybe his back end is he's in the wall. His back end is a little bent up a little bit there. But he looks okay. He looks somewhat up to speed, so he should be fine.
Definitely seeing some damage, just like you said, well, on the right-hand side of Warnes' car. And he's, to me, if you got damage on the super speedway, you're not really a good lead car anymore. Like, you got to fall in line and push somebody.
Yeah, he's going to have to push. He's going to have to get out of the outside line and just get behind. Especially with pit stops coming up, they're gonna be looking to drop as soon as they can.
I mean, they're still getting a decent run on the outside.
They are. I'm pretty surprised with his damage. But his front end okay, and his spoiler looks straight, so it may just he may be okay for the most part as long as somebody's behind him.
These guys are starting to give it all, though, aren't they? Three wide, lap 13. They're what?
Well, they're trying to get into position for the pit stops. They don't want to be behind going into the pit. Is what I'm assuming there, because pit stops will be coming up. Oh, they're wrecking. Oh, the big one, Warnez is in it.
Oh, we're gonna have to. Yellow's out. We'll go through and look for a replay in just 1 second. But Carnage is out. Warnez has got his hood up.
Yeah, Warnez is he has just had some bad luck so far.
Just give us 1 second while we take a look for that.
Looks like Bud Shearer came down the track and hit the apron and just got a little loose there and in front of the field, and that pretty much summed it up there. And it looks like Chris Phillips got into him a little bit, but that was on Bud Shearer. It looks like he just got a little loose coming down and touched the apron.
Is it? Oh, it was. He was cutting down. I think I got a good clip of it here. Our number was Bud again. 93.
93.
Perfect. Let's see. Can just pull this up.
And it looks like they're going to be coming in. Would you get 4 tires here, Rob?
If
there's a yellow,
if you're not worried about track position, I mean, sure, but you're going to shuffle out. You probably don't even need tires. Like a splash and go would be okay if you want track position. All right, so here we are looking at the replay, just like you said. Well, we're on board with Bud, and he cuts down, clips the apron, but it looks like Chris Phillips just had a little bit more momentum and had nowhere to go.
Yep, it's for sure.
And then all the carnage happened after that. Cars going everywhere. So, see, the 46 machine took a ride as well. Just carnage everywhere.
Yeah.
The Ninja Turtles. Well, I'm pretty sure you had turtles when you were growing up.
I enjoyed the Ninja Turtles. They were good. But it looks like there was probably 8 or 9 cars in that. Looks like.
Yeah, well, this is where that fast repair is going to kick in. But I mean, lap 15 of 50, and tough break for those drivers that are caught up into that unfortunate incident for Bud.
Yeah, Bud was just coming down and just came down a little too much and touched the apron and got it a little out of control there, and that was the end of it. Nothing too crazy, just an aggressive move. He was likely trying to get down to get ready to pit, and it just didn't work out for him.
On board with our new leader after the pit stops, it looks like we have Garrett Caswell in the 19 machine. He's got a little damage on his bumper. It says, "Trust, stay behind me." I don't think somebody was too trusting of him.
Yeah. Trying to see. Let's see here. Looks like Bud took his fast repair. I'm trying to find Warnez took his fast repair on the 90.
Yeah, they're still starting to roll out of the pit still. 12 machine, I believe. It's coming out right now.
It looks like the 93 will be getting an EOL for that. So he'll be starting from the rear.
Oh, wait, Keith Taylor's still in there. It looks like he's trying to fix it. Same with Robert Kahn. Maybe they didn't click their fast repairs Oh, Keith is out
We've done
before the
that
pace
before.
car. See, Robert Kahn sitting there. Maybe he had to tow.
Robert Kahn, yeah, it's
Yeah.
very possible. I think he went nose first into the wall.
Oh, yeah. I
I'm
mean,
gonna check it now and see.
it doesn't look too good from here. Here we are. Lap.
Looks
Oh,
like
he definitely
Dennis
towed.
Warnes has been waved around the pace car, so he'll get his lap back.
Tough break.
Robert Kahn did not tow. He came into the pits. He just did not have his faster pair checked, it looks like.
Tough break. Looks like we had a lead change. We have the 22 car of Matthew Karifikov. We'll have to maybe catch.
Yeah, we're gonna have to ask him about that.
Better get up in the booth, Matthew, because that's the only way we're gonna figure it out.
Fact. Let's see here.
We're going 1 to green, but they might delay it if those cars don't catch up to the field. Because the 90 machine is just coming on the front straightaway now.
Robert Kahn's still in the pit. It's unfortunate for him. His race will probably be over because he's going to be in the pits for a long time if he even comes out.
Yeah.
Because I guess he didn't use his faster pair in time.
Yeah. Looks like the 46 and the 90 car aren't going to be able to catch the field in time.
One more lap.
Yep, they just extended.
Yeah, it's been delayed.
Yep.
That's good. You know, good spot from iRacing Control and the admins of Lightning Esports to get that sorted out to give everyone a fair shakedown. We still got 35 laps to go. Maybe just as they're cruising around for a second, we'll flip over to the sponsors and let our sponsor video run. You can thank these guys for helping get this show on tonight, and we'll just let that roll for a second. All right, we're still on board with the 22 machine. Hope you got a chance to see those sponsors. Heading into turn 3. Showdown at Talledega. We're lap 17 of 50. Fortunate accident we're just recovering from. It's interesting to see how these drivers are going to shake down now.
Yeah, we're looking. Robert Kahn's still in the pit, so his race is likely over. We've got, let's see, the first 1, 2, 5 or 6 rows, double file, and then the rest are going to be single file start, just due to damage in the pits and lucky dogs and things like the EOLs and things like that. So it'll be a little bit more spread out than normal, which may help, you know, calm down a little bit after that big wreck, since there's quite a few that don't have faster pairs anymore.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes and how that changes their driving.
Yeah, 100%. That's good observation. Pace car's in, and they're about to fire off.
Oh, there's some. The 90 is turned around on the front stretch before the green. Don't know what happened there. I'm looking.
Just Do a quick backup there, see if I can find it.
Oh, it just looks like a rubber band coming to the green. Looks like a rubber band up front, and then it just went all the way to the back.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, and he took heavy nose damage too.
Yeah, that's not good for Dennis Warnes. He I think he's taking his fast repair, so he's not gonna have to get that fixed next caution, if there is a caution, and hopefully it comes soon for him, or he's hoping that it does, because he's gonna be lapped here, and then it doesn't take long.
Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. Back up with our leaders here now. Looking at the top 4 on the screen, the battling for position. These guys are all tight. Sean Burke, Matthew Karkoff, Carl Stanton, Mike Rideout. Top.
The yellow flag is out.
Yellow flag is out.
Another yellow flag. I'm not seeing who that was.
I'm not sure either. I'm not seeing any cars off pace.
Me neither. Let me check and see here. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what happened there. But nonetheless, we're under yellow again. I think they will likely... I'm wondering if they're going to come back in for fuel.
I mean, you might as well top up. You know, we got 30 laps left. That's at least one more stop right now, and it puts you in a safer window.
Yeah, because the fuel window is about 15 to 17 laps, so that's about perfect. Okay, yeah, that's a good observation there.
I'm bored.
I'm still trying.
Yeah,
I'm still trying to figure out where the caution was, but I don't see it anywhere. That's very interesting. We'll have to go back and take a look at that. But Sean Burke in the 223 car, or no, he's the 95.
Yeah, he's a 95, but it looks like his paint is not matching for whatever reason. So, based on where he's sitting, he might have been the caution. Because he's the leader? Confused.
Yeah, Sean Burke, the leader. Sean Burke's the leader. Matthew Karikoff. If I messed that up, it is what it is.
Send them the bill,
Send them the bill, Carl Statton's 3rd, Mike Rideout's 4th, and Tim Richardson's rounding out your top 5 right now. Looks like most everybody came in. Let's see who stayed out.
40 machine looks like it's the first car that stayed out.
Yeah, the 40 car of Justin Ballet. And the 98 of Michael Wingo has stayed out. So we'll see how that works out for him.
Big Red Custom Diecast. I believe that's one of our sponsors. Get your diecast, Will. Get it.
I like that. I like that Justin, that paint that Justin Ballet has there. It's a good looking scheme there.
Get your diecast.
I am a collector of diecasts.
And wrestling figures.
I am. It's a good time. Let's see. Who's the first out of the pits? It looks like Matthew Karikoff is first out of the pits. The 22 car in the Skyline Roofing Ford there. He beat out James Wagner. Who else we got? Andrew Teft and Tim Richardson. Your top 4 coming out of the pit. Who else do we have? Yeah, so
It looks like, a 93 machine. Bud Shearer, he's coming out just right now, and I'm wondering as far as strategy. These guys pitted. What's going to be the move? Are we going to see some people, start to partner up and make some moves and maybe break away from the pack? Maybe you don't want to be in the pack of bumblebees, of 20-odd bumblebees that just want to bump and bang a little bit. If you don't got a fast repair, do you want to be there?
Yeah, and you ideally you'll want 3 or 4 cars. If you're going to drop back a second or two off the pace or off the lead pack. You want 3 or 4. That way you don't lose a lot of time, because you definitely don't want to drop too far back before that last pit stop. But if you can top off here, and if you can take 1 less gallon, that's another half a second that could win you the race at the end of the race. So.
Yeah, 100%. If that splash, if you could break away, is
For sure.
one of the biggest moves.
So it looks like they are doubling up.
Yeah, they're showing the 1 to green.
Yeah,
Cool.
So we've got, let's go through the top 10 real quick. We got Justin Ballette Sr. He's in the lead right now during the caution. We got Michael Wingo second, Matthew Karakoff third, James Wagner fourth, Andrew Heft is fifth, Tim Richardson sixth, Matt Barker seventh, Dale Adamson is eighth, Mike Rideout and Chantel Pottle round out the top 10 for this green flag run here. We got Chris Phillips. He got the wave around there. So he should be back on the lead lap, it looks like.
On board with the throttle, Chantel Pottle. She got that nickname a few seasons ago about keeping the hammer down.
That is a great nickname. Oh, man.
Yeah, take a breather, Will. It's going to be okay, buddy. All right, we're heading into turn 3. We'll bounce back up with the leaders. Up on board with, I believe, we'll go with on Michael Wingo's machine. Scuffing in those tires in the Batmobile. Let's go, Batty.
Let's see, who else we got? Bud Shearer, our pole sitter. He's back in 19th position. So he's going to have some work to do. I don't think he has another fast repair, so he's got to be careful and get through the field at the same time. So that's going to be a tough feat for him.
Yep. Going to be a lot of moving and shaking. Outside lines lagging back a little bit in that Sim Magic Batmobile.
I just noticed that. That's good.
Oh, got loose on the start there. A little squiggle. Might have been a bump.
Yeah, Matthew Karakoff. He's coming down beside for second, sucking up to the leader.
Couple different pit strategies.
Yeah, there's definitely some pit strategies there. Sorry to cut you off.
That's okay.
Karakoff second. He got clear, but he is not coming up into the outside line. He's staying right there with Justin on the inside.
Oh, man, there's so much time, like you said, Will. Like, is it time to make a move? These guys got to pit one more time, so do they need to do anything? Not really.
I don't think so. I think I've never been that great at super speedway racing, but
or great at all. I mean, come on.
Or great at all, any kind of racing, But in my experience, I don't race too hard until after the last pit stop, and then it's game time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same.
And that's about 15 laps away, or 10, 15 laps away.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, actually. I'm not a very strict, I would say more of a laid-back super speedway racer than I am, charged to the front. Just,
for sure.
It's never been a good strategy, yeah.
Yeah. I think we're the same in that respect, and it's worked out some for me in the past. It almost worked out for you last season, where you got wrecked by Dennis Warnez coming to the checkered.
I mean, he was a hot topic tonight. He's caused a whole bunch of, stuff.
True. Yeah. Yeah, he's back there, 26th right now. He's got some damage, so looks like his night may be over for the win at least.
Yeah, he's just running for points. Yeah.
We're still side by side up front. You got James Wagner or Justin Ballette. Michael Wingo has just taken the lead on the outside, getting pushed. It looks like James Wagner. Is that correct?
It looks
Yes.
like it, yeah.
Oh, looks like Wingo just dropped, so James Wagner's going to get on the outside. He's going to now be the lead car, followed by Tim Richardson. That outside line, just we got Pottle third in the outside line.
Throttle Pottle.
So he has come up through the field there.
Wingo
She's up
touches.
16 spots.
Yeah, she's
That's
doing
crazy.
quite
She's
well.
She's doing really well right now.
They're getting dicey up here.
They're getting really dicey. And, you know, some race like that, and here comes James Wagner. Yeah, he's coming to the front.
You know, I think
Is he going to get clear and drop? Is the question.
Yeah, one of the things too is that, and depending on the level of experience of drivers in the field, is that the Xfinity car doesn't handle the bump draft too well. So,
Not at all.
You know, you got to more get up on their bumper and not even touch them to be fast, because you're going to lift up their rear end and shoot them across the track.
Yeah, I think that happened was that about a year ago when that update happened, or was that longer back? I can't remember.
Maybe about 6 months ago, I think.
Okay.
And just right there, look at that.
Oh, it looks like Tim Richardson has dropped to the bottom. He's going to make a move on the inside for the lead.
Yeah, I think what happened there is who was behind the Batmobile? Whoever was behind the Batmobile.
That was Tim Richardson. Tim Richardson was behind the Batmobile. No, he was behind James Wagner. My apologies.
It might have been Balliet. 40 machine.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
the third car in line right now.
Yeah, I think he got into the back of the Batmobile and got him a little squirrely. They checked up, and that's what allowed Richardson to get to the spot on the bottom there.
Yeah, I think Tim Richardson on the first car on the outside there, number 30, has now taken the lead. He is our biggest mover, I believe, right now. He is up 22 spots. Garrett Castle is up 21 spots. And Chantel Pottle, she's third right now. She's up 19 spots.
That's crazy.
Green. Looks like somebody's trying to go 3 wide back there. Get a third line going. Looks like it's the number 10 machine.
10.
I don't know if that's going to work. Not yet, anyway.
Looks like there's 2 number 10s. There's a 10 of Jason Henry, and then there's another car labeled number 10.
Ah, yes, the chrome and red car. That's the one I was referring to. Oh, yeah, Jason Henry. Let me see. Jason Henry. Oh, he's in the Napa car. Okay. That 96 car beside him, number 96, Matt Barker, that is a crazy scheme. I love it.
Take a look at that.
Looks really good. Oh, we got action up front. It looks like... Yeah, it looks like Tim Richardson and Michael Wingo and James Wagner are just going at it. We got Michael Wingo. He has taken the lead by himself. We've got Tim Richardson second, James Wagner third. Justin Ballett is fourth right now, with Chantel Pottle rounding out the top 5. Those top 3 or 4, man, they are battling hard.
A lot of bumpers.
So far, it's been pretty clean.
A lot of bumpers. As long as they hit square, it's fine. But like these guys, I think the front pack here can handle another wreck, but the cars behind them cannot.
Yeah, I think cars like the 93 and those type of cars that don't have a backup, they're being extra careful right now.
And the field's catching up on Dennis Warnez. He's only about a corner away. He's coming out of turn 4. And as the camera pans around, you're probably going to start to see him in the frame. As these leaders are battling out. First 3 in single file and then double back. Looks like Josh hasn't had enough. He's not content sitting in third as he mounts the outside charge.
They are still trying to get that outside line going. Trying to just pinpoint who is on that outside line.
Yeah, it looks like Josh Valiette Sr. is
There he is.
in the middle. Third row's forming.
Yeah, the leader of that is Robert Reynolds, last year's winner of this race. And that number 10, chrome and red number 10 there. Well, he's not the leader anymore. It looks like Matt Barker. Let me look here. Nope, Garrett Caswell. He is up there with him now. You got Sean Burke and Robert Reynolds trying to get that third line going.
Yeah, 3 cars isn't going to be enough. They need at least one more. You can see.
Looks like Keith Taylor has fell back. I don't know if he has had some issues. I think he's tried.
He got heavy damage, right?
I think he doesn't look like he's got damage. He may have just used his fast repair and he's just kind of chilling back there right now.
That's what I'm thinking. You can see he's got a good line of sight here on the field. We'll just pop into his cockpit for a second. You can see he can see the whole field. You can hear him lifting too.
Yeah, you don't have to. He doesn't have to worry about somebody arc braking him.
Right.
If the wreck happens.
Stay in the cockpit and we'll look up further ahead in the 14 machine of Andrew Teff. You see from the cockpit view, you don't really see too much at a SuperSpeedway. These guys are
you don't. If you're up on somebody's bumper, it is hard to see anything, and that can sometimes cause trouble. It looks like that third line finally formed with 4 cars. Robert Reynolds, Sean Burke,
Throttle Pottle. Oh, big bump. We're on board with Reynolds.
Oh, they're wrecking.
Oh, man. Hard. We got a flipper.
The 22 Matt Karakoff, he is there's a lot of cars in this.
That is not
the
pretty.
The 746. It looks like, did the 01 get through that? It looks like Chris Phillips got through it. It looks like Keith Taylor got through it. Andrew Teft, he looks undamaged. Jeffrey Ledford got through it.
Oh wow.
Garrett Caswell, his hood is over.
It looks like switch the view.
Go back.
Looks like me right here. Let's see how it looks.
Yeah, I'm looking at the replay now. Trying to see
we got a
who
bump.
That was. Yeah, there was definitely a bump.
Bump from the outside lane?
Yes, it was the outside lane. Got bumped.
19.
It looks like.
Oh, there was.
Yep. No, Sean Burke.
Sean Burke in the 22 comes down off the wall.
It just looks like a rubber band, honestly. It doesn't look like anybody's fault per se. So it looks like what happened is Robert Reynolds bumped who was in front of him, and then Sean Burke was already on his bumper, and
carnage.
It was just a carnage from there. Yeah,
that's a rough accident. Right there, and slow it down. Whoever is behind Reynolds actually gets him squared up off the wall.
That was Sean Burke, and then it looks like our pole sitter 93, Bud Shearer, he hit Sean Burke after that, which sent Sean Burke into
that's a tough one.
The inside. I'm gonna call that a racing incident if that was on me.
Just a whole bunch of carnage, cars flipping around. That 22 car didn't have a good ride. That's for sure.
No, he did not. He's going to have to go to the infield care center.
Oh, gee. Well, hopefully he can get some weenies after he gets checked out.
It looks like we're going to call this a racing incident. I don't see one person that. I don't see how that's anybody's fault specifically.
Yeah, that's a tough one to call. Seems like a chain reaction. It's almost like was a series of bumps and close racing.
Oh, it does look like Ledford did get hit. It did hit the 01 of Ledford, did hit Sean Burke. I thought he had gotten through scot free there, but looking again, it doesn't look like his damage is too bad.
Let's see, machine. 35 laps done of the 50. We got 16 to go. The caution come out. That's not good for everyone, you know? It's a tough break.
Yeah, and this is really gonna stretch the fuel, and
well, technically, can't they all come in and pit and be good to go to the end? Like, isn't that the move here?
Yes, well, I think so.
Why didn't they pit? It's not open.
If the leader, it may not be open. I'm not 100% sure there.
I'm scared. What are we doing? Are we not pitting?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure why nobody pitted. I'm assuming it's closed. That's my assumption. But I mean, they would have to pit because there's 14 to go. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That should be perfect.
Yeah, you don't have to save. You don't have to do anything. You just gotta race.
Not at all. Are we one to go? Okay. So nobody pitted. Okay.
And
they did. They pitted.
Oh, we just missed it.
They pitted while we were looking at the replays. They pitted on lap 34.
I believe they call that lost in the sauce. Okay.
You know, we're new to this. We're trying. We've got a lot of new drivers. We've got to learn all this stuff. So we're getting there.
Lost in the sauce.
But coming to the green, our top 10 is Carl Staton is the leader, number 88. Michael Wingo second, Mike Rideout third, Robert Reynolds, last year's winner, fourth, Chris Luttrell fifth. Who else we got? In sixth place, number 85, Steve Shue. Seventh is Andrew Teff. Chris Phillips is eighth. Justin Ballett and Bud Shearer is top 10.
Bud Shearer, I thought he got pretty heavy damage in that incident. Maybe he didn't take his fast repair the first time out.
Maybe not. He looks clean.
He does look.
But he didn't really get in that. He just kind of was. He was the rubber band there. Not his fault per se. Just a racing incident. It looks like they have extended the caution.
Yeah, the Canadian Tire machine of Bud Shearer is super clean on all four corners.
Yeah, he sure does. Looks like wonder if Dennis Warnes got his stuff cleared out. Let's see, he pitted on lap 35 with a 42-second stop, so he probably got some more damage fixed. His car looks rather clean. His front end looks good.
The Kool-Aid Man.
You know what? They may have gotten 2 fast repairs this race.
Yeah, good old SuperSpeedway racing. You need it.
Yeah. That's a very big possibility.
Well, I mean, if you used them both now, you know, there's not going to be too friendly out there, right? So
not at all.
Hop on board with Mike Rideout and the MRN 76 machine. Mike's been a staple for Lightning Esports for many, many seasons, and tonight might be his night to clinch a victory as he's sitting in P3 right now. He's from Canada too, eh, bud? Know that, bud?
That explains a lot. That explains a lot. Who else we got? Let's see. Yeah, Bud Shearer from Canada as well.
Oh, dang.
Yep. So we've got Carl Staton. He's leading in the WeatherTech machine. Michael Wingo, he's been up front battling all day.
Yeah,
he's going to be a contender here.
The Batmobile.
Sure. In the Batmobile. Mike Rideout in the butt kicker. Oh, Robert Reynolds, he's P4, looks like. It's going to be a good one. I think they're coming to green now.
Yeah, in the middle of 3 and 4. What do you think? Well, we're going to see another caution before the thing's done, or are they going to race it out?
I hope they race it out. I don't think we're going to get no cautions. Because now's the time you got to be aggressive.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to pick up, and I think we're going to see at least 1 to 2 more. But I hope not. I hope they surprise me. There's still most of the drivers are still on the track, so yeah, we'll see how this goes.
Green, green, green.
Coming to green. Yeah, Carl Staton still leading.
They're fired. Good start by the leaders in the front row.
It's like Reynolds is trying to push old Wingo there. He'll be a good pusher. Wingo should get out front here because there's a big gap under on the inside line. Mike Rideout just came loose of the leader there. Yep. And there goes Reynolds to the top, 3 wide.
Wingo dropped right away.
Smart move. You don't want to get caught in the middle. Robert Reynolds is your leader.
Not for long. I don't think. Do you think the outside line's going to be able to stick it here? I'm not. Well, I don't know. They got a good train, don't they?
We do have a good train. Reynolds, Shoe, and who is that? Chris Phillips. He was up there early. He got in that wreck, and now he's back.
Yeah,
he's clawed his way back.
He's definitely running good earlier. Chris Phillips was, and then got caught in some carnage.
And we do know Robert Reynolds knows how to win these. He won it last year, so we'll see how that goes for him. Steven Shoes to the lead. What's on his car? Let's take a look. Foothills. Nice. Like it. Wagner's Welding on the hood.
Heck
Wagner's
yeah.
Welding Chevy.
Call them up.
Like it.
Couple of these guys tonight are going to need his services to get some new race cars. I didn't tore some up 3x3 in the back, throttle bottle on the outside too. I'm having a little bit of connectivity issues here. The field's lagging out for me. It's coming back now. Oh, wrecking.
Oh, there's a yellow.
19 car, it looks like
the 96 is involved. Let's take a look.
I'll wind that back here.
Oh, yeah. 19 got into the 96.
Not really sure.
Oh, man.
It looks like it just kind of blinked out for me there. I had not a good connection, so
I'll go ahead and tell you the 19 made it 4 wide. The 96, I don't know if he didn't know or what, but he came down the track into the 19.
Yeah, he probably wasn't expecting him there, right? So
he was not, no. And that just so yeah, the 96 of Matt Barker came down on the 19. Like to me.
Yeah, this is what I see here from the cockpit of the 19 before my interruption. Yeah, he just, he did technically have the spot, but was it a smart move? Probably not, because that driver's not really expecting you to go 4 wide.
No, but at the same time, he did come down. He came down almost a full lane into the 19.
Yep.
He had room up top.
Yeah, he did.
So yeah, I mean, innocent mistake. No big deal there. Just it's a product of this racing, and coming to the end of the race, that's just how it goes.
Yeah, tough break for the 96 too. I mean, he got shot down to the inside wall as a result of that.
He did. Trying to see. It doesn't look like the 96 is too damaged.
No, he looks pretty clean, doesn't he?
He looks fairly clean.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing any...
So, are you coming in here, Rob? I see some people are, some people aren't. I don't know if that's because of the damage or if they
I
need to
mean,
get a
if I
couple
got fuel,
fixed
there's no point.
or how that works.
There's no point.
Yeah,
If
if
you
you're up front, I think you stay out. Do tires matter?
I'm not a fan of tires matter. I think track position matters more to me at a super speedway. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think so. With this many people, I think that's the move. There's what eight laps to go now, so we're winding down. You don't want to be stuck 18th, having that issue. So, or not having that issue starting in the back. Yeah, it looks like you are having some issues there.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on. I just popped over to our sponsor vid, and we can watch that for a second. I got it. I got a connection back now, but that's twice. That doesn't normally happen. Maybe because I'm in as a spectator. I'm not sure.
Yeah, possible. I'm not having any issues on my end as of right now. So.
Thanks and shout out to our sponsors that are rolling through the screen right now as these drivers are just pacing around going into turn 3 and 4. Just let them roll through.
Yeah, nothing exciting happening right now. Nothing crazy going on. We're coming to 1 to go, I believe. You got Steven Shu in the Wagner's Welding Camaro. He's leading. You got Robert Reynolds second, Chris Phillips third, Michael Wingo fourth, and Justin Ballett rounding out your top 5 right now.
I mean, Will, next week we're headed off to Kansas Speedway next Sunday night for 80 laps in the afternoon. Should be a warm one. And, different strategy as far as that track goes. Super speedway racing is very different to a place where, you got to lift the throttle and drag brake. So, I wonder if we're going to see more or less cautions. We've had 4 cautions tonight for 13 laps with 9 laps to go. So, it's gonna be interesting.
I mean, as you know, like last season we had, I don't remember how many cautions we had, but there were some races we went green the whole way, and it was great. So, yeah, hopefully, if they have 20 plus cars next week, which I think they should, it's gonna be interesting for sure. I think it'll be a lot easier to navigate through the field if you're in the back than it is now, for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
But they are 1 to go. They're on the back stretch, and we should be coming to green here. We got Iowa after Kansas. That's going to be a good one as well.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite places.
Lanes. You can run middle, high, low. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, Texas after that, an off week. Just before Valentine's Day. I don't know, Will, but you're always going to be my Valentine. Don't tell your wife.
I won't tell her. I'll keep that our little secret.
Heck yeah. Watkins Glen, Chicagoland, Daytona.
Yeah.
And that'll be the last race before the playoffs. And then the playoffs start in, the format there of round 1, round 2. So should be interesting.
Yeah, if forgot to mention that as we come into green here, if you win this race, you make the rest of the races, you are in the playoff automatically already. You can kind of rest easy.
Rest easy. You don't have to work too hard.
Start. Don't have to work too hard. Let's see where we're going. We're coming green.
Yep, pace car's in.
Got Steven Shu and Robert Reynolds on the front row.
Phillips. I'm blinking out again, so apologize for that. Not really sure.
Green flag, green flag.
All right, we're going green here. Yep. Keith Taylor has made it 3 wide. See how that goes. He is the only one up there, it looks like, as of right now. He has dropped back down inside. So I think business is going to pick up. 6 to come into 5 to go here. I think you're going to see a lot more aggressiveness, especially from those who have another faster pair. I'm not 100% sure who has another one, who doesn't. I do know things are getting ready to pick up, though.
Yeah, I'm still having some issues with the broadcast, which is very odd. Oh, they just came back now, which is good.
I've never known you to have issues like that.
Yeah, this is crazy. Apologies to the race fans out there. This is still blinking around for me.
It looks like Dennis Warnez has taken another faster pair, and he is up to 22nd. We're wrecking. Keith Taylor, the 29 is involved. The Chantel Pottle, the throttle is involved.
That's horrible news.
The yellow flag is out.
Dennis made it through, it looks like. So let's take a look. Let's take a look and see. Are you still having issues there?
It just popped in. I won't be able to see the replay, unfortunately. But I can see the field stacking up, which is really odd for me. I've not had connectivity issues for quite some time.
Oh, it looks like Bud Shearer and the 22 of Matt Karakoff, they were just going for the same spot in the middle. And the 22 and the 93 just got together, and then, from there, that's how that went. Looks like Keith Taylor has disconnected, so his day is done.
That isn't good. Made Keith drop out. It's a frustrated sign too. Looks like we've stabled out as far as the connection goes. So we're going to unfortunately miss that replay. But we had beautiful commentating by the William Baboon Tester Ridgeway.
Hey. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, my apologies if I didn't say that proper. Like, all that replay stuff, I was trying to do it the best I could. Looks like Bud Shearer is still, he is rather clean.
Clean, eh? So 90.
He looks rather clean. We've got quite a few. 93 is Bud Shearer. And the 22 was involved. Nobody's fault. They were just going for the same spot. Bud Shearer was on the bottom, and Matthew Karakoff was on top. Or no, Matthew Karakoff was on top. Sorry, I got that switch. And Bud was on the bottom. Anyway, they were going for the same spot in the middle, and they just hit each other at the same time. So nothing too crazy there. That's just, again, super speedway racing.
4 laps to go, too. Right? Like, we're going to go into green-white checkered territory upon green, I believe.
Correct.
I'm hoping these guys settle down. Like, we can battle it out for a good run here.
For sure. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be a good finish. Just trying to see. Got here. I was trying to see if Bud had actually gotten any damage there. Or the 22. Not too bad. He definitely got the easy end of the stick for sure.
See a good stack of your standing order there with top 12 showing on the screen. So a couple names that we've seen up there a lot would be, I guess, Wingo, Stephen Shue, Valiette Sr., 40 Machine, the 30 Machine of James Wagner. Well, we talked about Andrew Teff a bunch of times. Carl Stanton, Tim Richardson, Mike Rideout. Chris Luttrell hasn't, we haven't checked in on him. Maybe we'll pop in on his car and see what it looks like.
Yeah, I don't think we've said his name very much.
No.
He's another staple in this league as well. He's been here since I've been here for a long time.
Big 00 of the, looks like a set of eyes there in the snap-on machine. He's like, watch out, I'm watching you, son.
We got Robert Reynolds. He's leading. Can he repeat from last season?
He's going to be a tough cookie, right?
For sure. He'll definitely be tough. Steven Shu's been running good. Michael Wingo's been up front all day. Justin Ballott's been up front all day. So, you know, he's going to have some work cut out for him. James Wagner's back there. He's P5. Tim Richardson's P6. So, no slouches up there by any means.
I don't know, Will, but I'm digging the Batmobile. Blue Batmobile. Like, come on. 98 machine.
His name is Michael Wingo with the Batmobile, but I seen the blue and yellow at first, and Michael W. I was thinking Michael Waltrip for the Napa. So I don't know how I pieced that together, but anyway, that makes me think about that. So
these guys are 1 to green on the backstretch. Oh, there's Dennis Warnez with some severe bumper damage.
Probably watching hockey.
Hockey.
Yeah, he does have severe damage, but his spoiler looks good. And his front end looks okay. So I think he's going to be fine as long as somebody can stay behind him and he can stay tucked up under somebody. I think he will be fine. He can maybe get a good spot there, finishing spot. Michael Bollinger, P11.
P11, come on.
In the Lightning Wraps 03. He's up there with 2 to go, coming to green.
Let's tune back in with our leaders here. Carnage is about to rip roar. I believe this will be the first green-white checkered, won't it?
It will be, yes.
This car's ducking in. The shiny number 10 of Robert Reynolds.
It's a good-looking car.
She's pretty sexy, AutoZone. Hope he's getting some dollars sent his way if he's about to take home the checker tonight.
That's facts.
Good fire off.
Don't look like, yeah, for Reynolds, Michael Wingo had some issues there, but it looks like the 30 car is pushing him back up there.
3 wide in the back. Looks like Michael Bollinger had shot out 3 wide right on the start.
Well, it's time to go, you know. I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either.
It's time to go. Now's that time.
Steven Shu on the outside, an 85 machine. Looks like he's got a little bit of run. Hopefully that lap car, the 19 car, doesn't become an issue because he's coming out of turn 4. Click over to him. And the leaders aren't too far behind. As you can see, he's just paying it back there. I believe that's a lot of bumping and banging. They're sliding it. Oh, there's carnage.
They're wrecking.
Oh, man.
Michael Wingo.
The Batmobile?
And a bunch of others. Yes, the Batmobile. He went for a ride.
And it's still going green. We're in green-white checker territory, right? So,
that was the 30. The 30 got a little on the apron and came up into the 98, which right hooked old.
Got Josh Balliet Senior too. He's holding off the lead. Well, we're coming
Robert Reynolds.
Yeah, he shot under him there. This is crazy times.
It is.
3 wide.
Trying to keep up.
What a battle here. Did he just repeat? Is he about to repeat, or is he getting turned at the line here? Oh, there's contact. Wow.
Robert Reynolds repeats. James Wagner second.
Actually,
Justin Ballot third.
What an exciting finish, actually. You know.
That was.
You know, we were so focused on the wreck there, I forgot it was, you know, green-white checker territory, and they'd gone official when that had happened.
Yes. Yeah, Robert Reynolds repeat. Wow.
And just like you were mentioning earlier, he doesn't have to try too hard for the rest of the season. He's locked into the first round of the playoffs.
He is locked into the first round as long as he doesn't miss 2 more races. Yeah, we'll kind of go over more of that next week, the playoffs and stuff. Yeah, Robert Reynolds, James Wagner, round out your top 2. You got Justin Ballot, Chantel Pottle came up to 4th, Steven Schutz 5th. That rounds out your top 5. Tim Richardson, Carl Staton.
The 88 car, I believe. Let's see if...
Yes, Carl Statton's the 88. Andrew Teft, Jason Henry, and Michael Bollinger, top 10.
Oh, come on.
Good for him.
Come on.
So we're going to need... Let's see if we can get our top 3 in here.
Impressive run by Robert Reynolds to come back, and he's getting ready to burn it down. Getting all pretty up here.
I'm having trouble getting them, getting them in.
All right, I got 2 drivers on the front row here, Reynolds and Wagner.
Trying to find Justin. Justin, 3rd place, is not in Discord, so we will skip his interview for this week. Robert Reynolds. James Wagner is the next one. Let's see if he is in Discord. I see Dougie Wagner, number 30. Yep, that's him.
That's probably him. I'm going to roll back in the video.
Yeah, go ahead and roll back, and we'll bring them into the thing when you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready whenever.
Okay. Justin Ballot is in. So we're going to talk to Justin Ballot. I think that's how you say it. Number 40. He had a good run. Finished 3rd tonight. How did you feel the race went there, Justin? I think Dougie Wagner. Say that again. I'm sorry. Oh, I think he is muted. We may bring him back. We'll pop him back out and then bring him back in just a minute.
Yep. Sounds good.
We'll bring in 2nd place James Wagner while Justin is getting his stuff in. We got James Wagner, number 30. Finished 2nd tonight. How do you think it went there, James? That was a good run.
It went pretty good.
That's good. So how did you feel the racing went? You were up front for most of the run, or for most of the race, really. Did you guys, did you have to use a fast repair at all? I can't remember if you got into a wreck or not.
Yeah, I got in that. I think it was the first caution. I think it was me, Phillips, and somebody else.
Yeah. With sure, the pole sitter, Bud.
Yeah. I had to use one of my fast repairs then, but other than that,
you had one.
Funny.
Did you have one in the bag for the end?
Yeah,
there,
I had.
If you needed it.
Yeah, I had one in the bag.
Nice. Rob, do you have anything you want to ask while you're going through the replay there?
Yeah, it's just showing you up on the screen there, James, and it looks like you had a good green-white checkered run down. Have you been league racing often? Is this your first league? Give us a little bit of a history about yourself.
I've been running in leagues for a little over a year now, maybe 2 years, and plus we do a lot of other racing as well too. So we do a lot of SuperSpeedway racing.
Oh, that's good to hear. Do you have teammates you're running with?
Yeah, Timmy Hollywood Richardson, Matt Ace Barker, and Dale Addison tonight.
Oh, cool. Oh, we saw a bunch of Tim throughout the race tonight, and not too much of... Was Matt racing tonight? I'm not 100% sure. I don't see him in the list.
Yeah, he was out there. Ace Barker. My show.
Oh, Matt Barker. Yeah, I see him. Yeah, we're still learning everybody, so excuse us. It'll take a week or two.
Yeah.
A lot of new names. Was there anybody you want to thank for tonight?
Yeah. I'd like to thank y'all for the broadcast so we can go back and watch it later. Pottles and everybody over here. seems like a good group over here. Got to thank my father, Wagner's Welding, all my teammates, and
Well, good.
that should be about it.
Well, good run tonight. You had a great points night. That's gonna kind of propel you for the rest of the season. So we will see you next week.
Yep, appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
congratulations.
Have a good one.
Yep, thanks.
So it looks like Justin is still muted. So we're gonna bring in our winner, Robert Reynolds.
Come on.
And we will talk to him and see how it goes. So, Robert, you have repeated for the second season in a row at Talledega. I just want to say, great looking car. The chrome is great. So, but yeah, how did it go? How was it from your view?
Yeah, I mean it was a good race overall. You know, it's always the first race of the season, plate race. There's always a lot of wrecks, or more than normal. My teammates, they kind of got into a bunch of situations, and I got involved in a little bit at the beginning there. But once we actually got through halfway and got up front, it was pretty smooth sailing up front for me.
Yeah, just looking at the green-white checkered here that's on the replay, it looks like, Steven Shu got on the outside of you there and had a run, but then, just maybe take us through that last lap. What was going through your mind, and how'd you get your way back up front?
Yeah, we I thought it was going to be more of a race than what it was there, but luckily it wasn't too bad here. I was trying to watch the replay.
Yeah, no.
I haven't went back and seen it yet. It's always different, you drive it and then you go back and watch it and you kind of see something else, but
yeah, it looks like
yeah,
he came out of the turn 2 there. The 40 machine of Josh Balliette let you have the underside right away, and then that was pretty much it. They just let you go.
Well, yeah, that's true. I wanted the outside, but it just wasn't going to happen. So I had to go low, and I figured the outside was going to get the run. But luckily, I think it's Wagoneer, I believe.
Yep.
He I don't know him. This is his first time racing with him, I do believe. But he pushed me the whole way. I mean, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have got that win there. And I appreciate him. I owe him a big thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
But he stayed with me there and pushed me, and yeah, he's the one who pretty much made it possible there. Thank goodness he went with me and didn't stay on the outside. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Repeat, and I believe my buddy Sean, teammate, got it the year before that. So RBS 3 years in a row.
RBS has had some great success here. Is there anyone you want to thank tonight, Mr. Reynolds?
Bud and Sean, we're all like RBS. We get together and practice a little bit. We're somewhat of a team. And those guys are just great to have fun with, and they're just a bunch of good guys. And everybody who put this on, Chantel and all the admins and y'all for broadcasting, man, this is awesome. I always go back and watch and see how things shook out as I'm driving. You don't see a bunch of stuff, so I love to go back and watch it and see what all happened.
Heck yeah, well, you're going to have to give us some feedback on tonight's broadcast for sure. Well, and I'll be looking for it.
Okay, I will, for sure. I'm sure it's great.
Well, congratulations on your dub, Robert Reynolds, our winner for tonight. And we'll be looking forward to watching you throughout the season. I think you're a great competitor.
I appreciate it, man. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Well, it's probably going to start to bring us to the end of the road, isn't it?
It is. First broadcast of the season. It was a good race. I think great turnout, 28 cars, most of which finished, and yeah, I'm looking forward to next week at Kansas. It'll be a different feel for sure.
Yeah, big time different feel at Kansas. And thank you for everyone that's been tuning in tonight on SpeedZone TV. for Lightning Esports Racing League's first race of the season, a season opener at Talledega Speedway. 50 lap showdown, 133 miles. We had 4 cautions tonight. Our victor was Robert Reynolds in the 94 machine. We got to talk with him, and impressive run by him at the end, for sure. So hopefully we get to see a little bit more of him. And just like Will was saying, we're heading to Kansas next week, which will be a great battle. And Will and I, we're going to sign off. So thank everyone for tuning in once again. And we hope that you guys tune in future. And you can follow us on YouTube and on Facebook. And we'll be signing off from SpeedZone TV. Have a great night, everyone.
Have a good night, everybody.